He lied. Cabinet colleague says Theresa May was right to sack Green after p.orn claims. Mr. Green, the former First Secretary of State, and one of the Prime Minister's closest allies, had faced a public probe over claims explicit material was found on his computer in 2008. Mr. Green, 61, MP for Ashford since 1997, is the third minister in Mrs. May's cabinet to resign in just 2 months, following the exits of Sir Michael Fallon and Priti Patel. In his resignation letter, Mr. Green wrote, "I regret that I've been asked to resign from the government following breaches of the Ministerial Code, for which I apologise." He went on, "From the outset, I have been clear that I did not download or view pornography on my parliamentary computers. I accept that I should have been clear in my press statements that police lawyers talked to my lawyers in 2008 about the pornography on the computers, and that the police raised it with me in a subsequent phone call in 2013. I apologize that my statements were misleading on this point. The unfounded and deeply hurtful allegations that were being leveled at me were distressing both to me and my family, and it is right that these are being investigated by the Metropolitan Police's Professional Standards Department." The Prime Minister, who asked him to stand down, said she was extremely sad at his exit. Discussing his former colleague's departure, Jeremy Hunt, the Health Secretary, told BBC Radio 4's Today programme that Mr. Green had lied was rightly sacked by Mrs. May. He said, "I think that is clear sadly from the letter that were exchanged, but I think that doesn't mean that it isn't a very, very sad moment for us who are colleagues of Damien, who know what a capable minister he was, how committed he was throughout his whole career to the most vulnerable people in society. But clearly he did something that was a breach of the Ministerial Code, and that's why Theresa May took the very difficult decision that she did." BBC host Nick Robinson told Mr. Hunt to stop mincing his words and be clear that Mr. Green had lied in a statement. Mr. Hunt continued, "He lied on a particular incident. Yes, I think lots of people who understand the context would appreciate why that might have happened, but that doesn't make it any cabinet ministers to the very highest standards of conduct. Rightly, but I think we should remember that those are standards that would probably not apply in many other countries. And those standards apply even to cabinet minister who are the most senior, as he was outside the Prime Minister, the most senior in the cabinet.